Welcome back. If you're just joining, it's Trending O'Clock, and you know how we do it right here on Trending. We'll talk about all the trending issues on the internet and, of course, give our opinions about them. I am Mercy Erabo, and you know I am never alone in the studio. I have with me Michael Gubadia, and together we'll be talking about all the trending issues and give our opinions about them. And for today, what's trending? So last week we saw this viral video making rounds on the internet. It's about the dilapidated condition of hospitals in Kebbi State. Please, can we get the footage?
Irin yadda ake cewa ana ware mabudan kudade da sunan taimaka ma sha'anin kiwon lafiya. Kalli yanda majiyaci yake kwanci a gadon asibiti. Babu zane, babu katifa, babu fulo. Wannan abun haushi na. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Wallahi
generally. So this is the condition of Kebbi State hospitals, and this is a government-owned hospital. But the thing now is, we heard that the journalist that filmed this was arrested, and currently he's still under custody. Okay, as if that's not enough, the governor of Kebbi State has now suspended the Commissioner of Health for Kebbi State. Some netizens are saying that this will actually, this means that the governor knows a business and he is accountable. But the question is, arresting one, suspending the other, will this actually solve the issue with the health sector in Kebbi State?
Well, the truth about it is, I'm happy the governor took the bold step in arresting the Commissioner of Health. And I felt it was the Commissioner of Health that arrested the young man.
Journalist, exactly.
Oh, yes, so it's like the government is now finally owing up to their responsibility in doing the needful. It is absurd that in the 21st century, we're having a hospital that have no mattresses, but just spring bed itself. It is outrageous. It is quite disheartening to see that very first viral video. Now, the second disheartening thing is having a journalist that was just doing his own constitutional duty in bringing such ills to the general public now being arrested. It is the second most ill thing that was done on account of this very story. And it goes to show you how journalism seems to be an endangered species, not just in the world itself, but most especially in Nigeria and Africa. When we tend to do our job, we're always being attacked, come for, and indeed sometimes bullied on social media. And I feel the young man, the journalist that did this, should be released, and an unreserved apology should come from the government of Kebbi State, and also compensation should come on account of him telling them that they need to do their job, but rather than sending him to jail. And I wonder why the Nigerian police will go ahead. On what ground was he arrested on? What was the charge?
That's politics playing out in public. And to think that it wasn't just this video, we also saw some other footages of the poor conditions of hospitals in Kebbi. I even saw one with a flood and all of that, and the people could not even place their feet on the floor.
A mother was giving birth to in that very condition. Is really outrageous.
And they'll end up saying it's not real, it's AI generated and all of that. This whole thing looks real. And arresting a journalist that was just doing his own job is totally bad and uncalled for. So I wish the federal government needs to intervene in this, because I don't know what the governor is doing about this whole thing, but the federal government needs to intervene in this whole issue. And I feel the journalists should be released. So that's that on the Kebbi State issue. So in Osun State, you know how I'm always traveling to different states through the internet, and I saw the governor of Osun State, Governor Ademola Adeleke, empowering youth, emphasis on youth with POS machines. Okay, so netizens saw a whole lot of things, but the truth is, in this picture, Mr. Michael, where exactly is the youth?
Is the governor.
You're empowering youth, and we can't even find a single one in any of the pictures we saw.
That man might be youth in spirit.
Because this is the person holding the POS machine and getting a handshake, and this is actually older than my own father.
Wow.
And you're calling him a youth. So what's really happening in Osun State?
That's why I said the governor looks as if he's the youth and all the, well, anyways, governor, it's really surprising that those old young men, those men are being empowered and you call them youth. And I will plead with you, please let it not just be youth from your state, also empower other youths. Like me, my name is Maki Onjola Gobiode, my Yoruba name. So that's my Yoruba name. And I'm entitled to also be given a POS machine. But please, if it's for the youth, let it be for the youth. Those men are granddaddies.
Okay, and secondly, I don't really see giving out POS machines as a means of empowerment. You're giving POS machines. How about the capitals to start the POS? Or would they just go sit down there and start waiting for customers
I doubt
to come?
if the governor would just give only POS machines.
Oh, he actually just gave POS machines.
Without the money?
Without the money. Wow. Just POS machines.
So maybe that could be a reason they will go and borrow money from the bank now. The governor gave me a POS
and we
machine.
just condemned loan last week.
Okay, well.
So the truth is,
empowerment is empowerment.
I don't see this as a form of empowerment. And I don't know why we keep getting this whole thing of youth and we keep seeing old men. The same way they will say youth should be in politics. And at the end of the day, we keep seeing young old men, like Mr. Michael said, in politics and not the youth. I don't know. Or is this the age range for youth, Mr. Michael?
Well, anyway, they say youth begins at 40 now. So those men are a bit 27.
Okay, so I'm a child.
That's 67. Well, anyway, Mercy, please leave me, I'm a youth.
All right, so that's that on the youth empowerment. Yeah, so for our third story, after nearly 3 decades, it seems love is no longer locked down in Akon's home as his wife, Tomeka Thiam, reportedly filed for a divorce just a few days to their 30th marriage anniversary. This is serious. 30 whole years. Look at this beautiful couple. Just imagine divorce at close to 30 years, Mr. Michael. My own is the fact that you've tolerated all of these whole things for 30 years. What's bad in keep tolerating all of this? Why do you have to split now?
For me, she would have just waited 2 or 3 more weeks. After the 30th anniversary, then she can take her decision.
Okay.
Yeah, because it would have been better. We're like, okay, so now if you want to say, okay, Akon married for 27 years.
29
years and 11 months, 2 days, 3 weeks and 2 days. It will be hard for us to really say, especially we being journalists. So please, madam, we'd have just waited some couple more days, then it's all divorced. But that's on a very light note. On a serious note, it's something that's of great concern. I know there's always a thin line between love and hate. But come on, 30 years, if he could bear his darkness for 30 years, if he could bear his excesses for 30 years, if he could bear her extravagant spending, I'm not saying she spent anyhow for 30 years, then why just can't you bear for another one more, like decade, 40, and,
Okay, so
then you're both old and you can't even divorce yourself again.
While the details concerning this split is still unfolding, we actually dug deep and we saw something she posted last year concerning
I like
her
the gist.
wedding with Akon. Please, let's see that. Okay, she said, I never thought I would be Akon's wife. Nothing between Akon and me was planned, which is how I know it's divine. So what's happening to this divine love, divine marriage, divine everything? What's happening to the divinity at this point? We don't know.
No, maybe she woke up at the right side of the bed then in November 7, 2024. And 2025 is a whole lot of issues, many things. Then Trump back to power. A lot of things really happened in 2025. That just could be the reason.
I don't know what to say. This whole love thing, like, you've tolerated this man for 30 years. He has tolerated you for 30 years. Just keep tolerating each other. I really wish that they just sort out this whole thing. And I just hope that it's just for the social media, cloud chasing and all of that, that it's not real.
And they are indeed a power couple that many have really come to love.
30 years.
And it really beats our heart. I will just plead with them. Have a rethink, just for the love of your children and the love of your fans.
I'm just trying to think what exactly went wrong. Well, it's not, I'm not supposed to know. I'm not supposed to interfere with their personal life. But I just hope they sort everything out. Yes, to our last story today. Toby Amusa, world record holder. she went to this championship in Tokyo, and then she called out Nigeria. Yes, she called out the AFN. She says that the quality of the outfits given to them was inferior. And then she talked about they were handed paper bags, plastic bags, instead of the usual suitcases that their competitors were given. And then the AFN president came out to say that that he doesn't really know why she's saying all of this. Maybe it's because she just feel like chasing clout, because he said the clothes, the outfit, the entire outfit was given by a donor, sponsor for the program. So it doesn't really see why. And then he also said that she flown a business class because of her status. And why is she coming out now to say all of this? In as much as I know that she's entitled to her opinion and all of that, but where exactly is our patriotism at this point when you're going outside the country to call out your own country? What's your take on this, Mr. Michael?
I feel the Athletic Federation of Nigeria is economical with the truth, and they're not being truthful. If they are, as much as he feels she's not saying the truth, he would have snapped, give us picture evidence of the bags that were given to all those athletes. It's about time we start treating our athletes with all due respect and give them the accord that they truly need. That's why we end up having most of these athletes ply their trade for other countries, because we do not take care of them. And it's common sense. How would somebody of high status like Amosu be giving bags or giving things in polythene bags at her level? When you see Nigerians with somebody in Belgium answering Nigerian name, and you trace their history to Nigeria, but they do not want to run for Nigeria, but run for Belgium or any other country, it pains you. But when we treat them like this, what do we really expect in return? It is high time we start doing the right thing. And you'll be surprised, Messi, in how much that was budgeted for this very competition. Exactly. Where are the chunk of money? These athletes go hand begging for things, while most of these officials end up going to these occasions with either their wives, their side chicks, or whoever, and use more of the money in doing things that are not necessary, rather than giving it to the athletes for them to perform greatly. You do not expect a man that is not well fed to run a 100-meter race. You do not expect a lady that is not well taken care of to run a 100-meter race. Please, the Athletic Federation of Nigeria should stop embarrassing us. They should start doing the needful, and the needful is take care of our athletes. That's the honest
Mr. Michael, you're not actually far from the truth, because a former sprint queen, Blessing Okagbare, yes, she actually backed Musa, saying that this whole kit issue is not new. And then she accused the officials of always neglecting the welfare of athletes. So I think you're not really far from the truth. But mine is, you don't have to go out calling out your country.
Where do you want her to go? She comes to Nigeria, she will be
officials, instead of just posting it out publicly and everybody.
Do you know whether they've told the officials countless time and the officials do nothing in that? They rather won't stop, won't say, okay, I've seen many situations where when footballers come out to criticize some of the actions or inactions of our football federation officials, and at the end they'll tell the coach, do not invite him again. He's a troubleshooter. He's always looking for trouble. He's this and that. So that is where we like. You see, we cannot silence the truth. If we keep holding back the truth, if we keep hiding under the guise of, I don't want to embarrass my country, I don't want to embarrass some selfish, greedy politicians on account of not saying the truth, then we'll continue to have, you'll be surprised. The next time they go to such, it will be polo and pants. Forgive my language, but that's
okay, we actually saw that.
So it's really annoying.
We saw that because she filmed all of it. She filmed the show, like, what am I supposed to do with this? So we saw all of it, but it is what it is. I just feel you're not supposed to come out on social media to just pour out, like publicly open your country.
She can come to Atlantic TV, we'll give her the platform. Let her really talk about it.
When you come here to talk about it, talk about your mind, pour out your mind.
Next time Atlantic.
Exactly. So, all right, so that's that on Trending this morning. I hope you enjoyed every bit of it, because I had a really nice time. Yeah, Mr. Michael?
Well, anyway, it's a great day, and we've had all the nice things to follow, and Trending is always making it truly awesome.
Yeah.
And you do know, we are really starting off your week in the best way we can, and giving you all from the newspaper down to dialogue, Well, the news was also a part of it, a major one that kept you abreast with what's happening in the country and the world in general. And well, trending is trending on a beautiful note. On the mind, we're ending soon.
Yeah, so, of course, you can engage with us on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, at Atlantic Media and TV. Drop your comments, and we will surely respond to all your comments in the comment section. Well, this is where we have to say, see you same time tomorrow. You don't want to miss tomorrow's edition of Viewpoints, and you don't want to miss tomorrow's edition of Trending. You know how we do it on Trending, right? All right, so once again, I am Mercy Irabo. See you same time tomorrow.
And I am Michael Gobadia. Definitely we'll have a great one for you tomorrow. Adios.